about me. For years, the bullying was relentless. Children and adults mocked me. They used the name of my abusers as insults. They made obscene gestures. I was laughed at in the street, in school, even within my own family. I was treated as though I had done something shameful, not the men who abused me. When I was 15, an older man called me over from his car near a mosque. He grabbed my hand and said, "I heard about you. Can I do that to you? Whatever they did, can I do it too?" I managed to get away, but the message was clear. My vulnerability has been marked. The trauma did not stay in the past. It followed me into adulthood, into my relationships, my marriage, my sense of worth. I struggled with trust, with anger, with intrusive memories, with nights where sleep never came. For decades, I suppressed. I told myself it didn't happen. I tried to be strong. I tried to carry on until one day, sitting on my phone, I came across a video about grooming gangs, and my body started shaking uncontrollably. In 2017, I read about Rotherham and Oldham, the patterns, grooming, passing victims on, threats, silence. Something clicked. These weren't just stories, they were my life. Everything I had buried for 30 years came flooding back. I discovered that 3 of my abusers had been living in the UK for decades, working as imams, 2 in Oldham and 1 in Stoke-on-Trent. I had also seen a 4th perpetrator in the UK twice, once in the street and once at a wedding, but heard he had been deported due to sexual assault. A few years later, I started worrying about the safety of my own daughter. She told me she was being stalked on the bus. The final catalyst came in August 2024, when my sister-in-law, who had endured years of bullying due to the fact she couldn't have children, took her own life by setting herself alight in her garden. She burnt herself alive, and the only person who understood it was me, because I was suffering mentally too. When she took her own life, it just gave me a bit of fire that came inside me, and I said to myself, "Nad, isn't it time that you open up about what happened to you all these years ago?" And I did, and I started telling everyone. I told my wife, my family, I put up a Facebook post. I was scared, but I just thought, I'm doing it. In June 2025, with the help of safeguarding officers from my college, my children's school, and We Are Survivors, a support group for male survivors, I went to Oldham Police Station and reported the abuse, naming the 3 abusers who were living in the UK during a 3-hour interview. 1 perpetrator was arrested in July, but was released without charge, with Greater Manchester Police telling me they couldn't charge him because the offence took place before 1996 in a foreign country. The local authority designated Officer Lado from my children's school restricted the man from mosques and from being around children. Yet during Eid, which took place last month, I saw posters advertising the man was speaking at a local mosque. Police said they could not trace the other 2 men, even though I had told them their names and where they lived. In anger, I posted the name of the perpetrators on Facebook, but police threatened me with arrest unless I deleted the post, which I already had. This is what nowhere to turn feels like. Speaking out came a cost. Members of my community, members of my own family community accused me for attacking them, of bringing shame, of being mad. They warned me my children would be bullied, but I want my children to know something else. I want them to know that their father did not stay silent, because silence nearly killed me. Whilst dealing with a safeguarding issue involving my own children, I experienced suicidal thoughts. I couldn't sleep, I shook, I spiraled into darkness. My sister-in-law taking her own life, watching her suffering, I realized something. Silence destroys lives. Support saved my life. Let me be absolutely clear about this. This is not about race. This is not about religion. This is not about attacking a community. I am part of that community. I love it. But loving a community means holding it accountable. Abuse is not caused by culture. It's not caused by faith. Abuse is a choice made by abusers. And it is enabled by silence, by denial, by institutions and individuals who prioritize reputation over children. Safeguarding is not a document, it is a promise. A promise to believe children, a promise to protect them, a promise to hold perpetrators accountable, and a promise never to punish a victim to cover failure. To every survivor listening here, you are not to blame. You did nothing wrong. Your story matters. Your life matters. I am speaking now because I could not speak then. And if my voice helps even one child be believed, protected, or saved, then breaking my silence was worth it. Silence protects monsters, and silence destroys life. Thank you very much.